How's it going, everyone? It is PC, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel, as well as leave a like on this video and share this video wherever you can. I'd appreciate that very, very much. So yesterday, Scott Cawthon finally gave his response to this situation where he has been donating money to Republicans. And like I said before, I think it's ridiculous that people are trying to cancel him. And I also said that he needs to make a statement, but I didn't say he needed to apologize because he didn't really do anything wrong. And thankfully, he doesn't apologize in this. But we'll get into that, okay? So let's go through this response. My response and maybe last post. Okay. I don't like the sound of that. Last post. Let's hope this isn't the last post. But anyways, this message isn't specifically directly at the Reddit community. This is just the community that I care about the most and where I chose to post these things. I never cared much for Twitter anyway. Which, I don't blame him. If he posted it on Twitter, he would get a lot of shit for it. And it's crazy. It really is. How Twitter has this friggin' mob mentality and they just want to go after you. But I digress. To say that the last few days have been surreal would be an understatement. I've debated greatly how best to address this, including not addressing it at all. But with so many people from the LGBT community in the fanbase that I love, that's not an option. I like to think that the last 7 years would have given me the benefit of the doubt in regards to how I try to treat people. But there I was, trending on Twitter for being a homophobe, getting doxxed, with people threatening to come to my house. My wife is 6 weeks pregnant, and she spent last night in fear because of what was being said online. She has already been struggling with her pregnancy, so seeing her so afraid and it really scared me. All this because I exercised my right and my duty as an American citizen to vote and support the candidates who I felt could best run the country for everyone, and that's something that I won't apologize for. Thank God! Thank you! Thank you, Scott. You're the only rational person that gets it. Because it's not something to apologize. I mean, you did what was right. You voted for the candidate that you wanted to vote for, and there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't matter what people think or people believe is best. It's what you believe. And you vote with common sense. And I love you, Scott. I really do now. For those who took the time to look, you saw that the candidates I supported included men, women, white people, black people, Republicans, and Democrats. I supported Kimberly Clark, I think that's how you pronounce her name, in Baltimore because I believe that she really cared for the African American community there and wanted to pull them out of poverty. I believe she could have really made a difference in a time when so many black communities were struggling. She lost, unfortunately, and I supported Tulsi Gabbard. That's another person that I mentioned. She's not a Republican, by the way. She's a Democrat. A Democrat, even though I disagreed with her on several issues because I felt she would have been a good and fair president. And yes, I supported President Trump because I felt he was the best man to fuel a strong economy and stand up to America's enemies aboard, of which there are many. Even if there are candidates who had better things to say to the LGBT community directly and bigger promises to make, I believe that their stances on other issues would have ended up doing much greater harm to those communities than good. All of this explanation, I fear, is wasted as people don't want to discuss with one another anymore. They want endless apologies and submission. People who are expecting those from me will get neither. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I love this response. I'm loving it. I mean, and why should you apologize? Because these people don't care. They don't care about your apology. They want you to, they want you to submit to their ideas, and that's it. They don't care about your apology. They probably don't even care about your game, to be quite honest with you, Because true fans, they don't care about politics. True fans only care about the games that you put out. So thank God you're putting it to these people. Thank you, Scott. You are awesome. I've always been supportive of creators and have tried to treat everyone fairly and treat everyone with dignity and respect. I've never cared about anyone's race, religion, gender, or orientation because it doesn't matter. I mean, no one really cares about either of those things. I mean, we should all love and tolerate each other, period. I mean, I'm a firm believer in that. But I'm sorry, I keep rambling on, but anyways, I just treat people as people, everyone the same, and because of that, I've ended up with a very diverse group of people that I've worked with over the years. It wasn't intentional, it just happened that way. I choose people who are best for the job. I treat everyone the same, and I ended up with people from all walks of life in my professional life and my personal life as well. That's the way it should be. That's the way I want it to be. That's the way I will continue to be. Good on you, man. I mean, and it's hard. It really is hard to develop that connection with people because, most people are in this for themselves or, they don't really care anymore. But I think that this is a powerful statement here because I think that it should be about, the fact that people work hard. I mean, work is one of the most important aspects of life. If you show dedication and work hard at what you do, then you'll get more out of it. You'll get opportunities. And people are so entitled that they want opportunities to be given to them. Yet they don't want to earn it. They don't want to work for it. And I'm glad that Scott is taking a stance on that, because people need to get out of this entitlement and start working hard and putting themselves out there. But, anyways, I'm a Republican. I'm a Christian. I'm pro life. I believe in God. I also believe in equality and in science and in common sense. Despite what some may say, all of those things can go together. That's not an apology or a promise to change. It's the way it's always been. Straight and to the point. I love this response. If I get canceled, then I get canceled. I don't do this for the money anymore. I do it because I enjoy it. If people think I'm doing more harm than good now, then maybe it's better that I get canceled and retire. I would accept that. I've had a fulfilling career. Besides, most things that people could take from you are things that never had much value to begin with. I have always loved and will continue to love this community and this fan base, even if someday it doesn't include me anymore. Wow, that's so sad. It's almost making me cry just reading that last thing there, cause you know I don't want to see Scott quit. I really don't, cause he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to be canceled, and this is why I tell you people. Why I tell you people that this is a problem. You know, that people are trying to force their ideas on people, and if you don't agree with them, then they'll cancel you. They'll find any reason to get rid of you. And it's sad because this man didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve to be canceled. He didn't deserve any of this. I mean, all he did is voted for someone that people didn't like, which he's using his right to vote. And if you don't like it, then oh well. Tough shit. Move on, people. I mean, the election is over and people are still talking about it, like, saying that all Republicans are bad people, and they're not. I mean, Scott is a great man. I mean, you could tell just from this response that he's a great person and that he just believes in working hard for what you do. And he has some really good morals. And it's just sad that, that people like this are getting canceled. and losing what they earned for simply just having an opinion. This sucks. This really sucks. And I hope that Scott, if you're watching this, just stick in it. You know, stick with it, man. Don't let them deter you from creating games. I want you to keep making games because you are good at them. And screw all the haters. Screw these people that can't understand the fact that you have a different opinion and that you mean no harm by it. And thank God you didn't apologize. I mean, that's the thing, people. Apologies don't really matter. People don't care if you apologize. If he would have apologized, he would be a fool. But thank God he didn't apologize. But I love this response. This is a great response, articulate, to the point, and, you know, this makes me respect him that much more. You know, and if you guys want to continue showing support for him, then by all means, do it. Keep supporting Scott because he's a great person. And I'll continue to support Scott because, you know, he's a great game developer, he's a great person, and he doesn't deserve the shit that he got. But nevertheless, that's really all I have to say. I'm sorry my voice is a little bit raspy, you know, or a little bit, you know, not in the zone a little bit. I'm still in pain from, you know, wrestling training yesterday, and I'm sorry I didn't get this video out any sooner. But, you know, at least now I'm glad I finally got it out, and, you know, hopefully you guys understand that Twitter is just a toxic place and it deserves to be burned to the ground. Not the company, the building. I'm saying this toxic behavior needs to be burned. We need to spread positivity. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. You burn it with positivity. That's how you get rid of hate. But anyways, that's really all I have to say. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it around. And also, if you haven't already, follow me on minds.com/piratecanvas. And also follow me on Twitter @CanvasPirate. Anyways, this has been Pirate Canvas signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video.